me set up our crib like at month 5 or something like that,
Oh
just to
man,
be.
yeah. For our first baby, like the minute we found out that my wife was pregnant, it was just like all of a sudden every day there was just like multiple Amazon things turning up.
Oh
Like
yeah.
every weekend we were like painting rooms and putting stickers on the wall and stuff. And then, and then like two kids later with the third coming, it's just like it's like it's like the apathy you have for writing a book report like 5 minutes before it's due at school. You're just like, all right, come on.
Oh, oh, against a clan here.
Uh-oh.
PTO.
Man, these guys don't even know. They don't know who they're about to play against.
Going up against
Two
two dads.
two veterans, yeah. Oh, I haven't really played much doubles though. Oh
It's
gosh.
just don't worry about it. It's I've played a lot of doubles. I always play with random teammates, so I think it works well for our chances.
Oh. Oh. Guess what?
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh no, he got it.
Mateo.
This guy's all over it.
Although I haven't played Rocket League that. Oh, that was a great shot.
Oh, that was a nice shot, yeah. He
I
really led that one in.
I was gonna play some Rocket League this weekend, and then I looked at my PC, realized my controller wasn't plugged in. So I said, "That's
Oh,
fine. I'll just play it on the Xbox." Then I went out to the living room, and my controller was out of batteries. And I just
all
said,
right.
"You know what? Maybe not. Maybe that's."
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like that, isn't it? You get these ideas. I don't know, do you ever get that where you're just like you're eating dinner and you're like, "Man, I really just want to play this game." And you're like and then you're like, I'm really looking forward to going out and just playing this game after." And then when the time finally rolls around to go out to play the game, you're like, "Actually, you know what? I think I just want to go to bed. I don't even want to play the game
Oh
anymore."
yeah.
It's like you just give up a bit.
But
Oh,
there's like a
that's
meme that's like, when you're tired of being at work, you're like, "Oh, I'm so sick of looking at small screen, want to go home," or what? So sick of looking at work screen, want to go home and look at home screen. I can
yeah.
definitely relate to that. Like when I used to work an office job, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sick of looking at this computer." Then I go home and just be like, let's see what like the world's dumbest people are up to on Reddit and Twitter."
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. I almost got back there, sorry.
doubles, it's punishing for sure.
It's a different game for sure, right? You kind of like you get used to having two people that can do stuff forward and you can just hang back or whatever, but a bit different.
Sorry, we'll adjust. We'll adjust.
Okay, so Mouth got his second shot. Has he had like any symptoms yet, or is he just taking it easy?
I think that he's
Oh,
oh no.
oh no.
I think he was just
Oh, no.
avoiding streaming today out of an abundance of caution. Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it really seems like most people do have a reaction to the second one.
Yeah, what did he get? Like Pfizer or Moderna or something?
Yeah, over here, like unless
Oh,
you're a little older, oh, you
oh
usually
gosh.
get like first dose Pfizer, second dose either Pfizer or Moderna.
Right, right.
So I'm assuming he got
The
one of
other one.
those two.
Yeah, yeah. We
Great
got
panels.
I got AstraZeneca, which is the first one kind of knocks you out, but the second one's not too bad. So, like, I didn't have any symptoms on the second one. Oh, this guy is something else, eh?
Man, this is Smurf City.
Yeah, these guys are really good.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh no!
Oh! Thought I
I
had
didn't
it.
have any boost. I couldn't get back. Yeah, he's doing all sorts of like really nice flips in the air and stuff.
Yeah, look at
There's
he's
no way.
styling, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost had it. Yeah, I just got my second appointment booked, and in the booking text, great shot.
Oh, didn't go in though. Might be able to get it in. Oh no, he got
he's
it.
good. He's good. In the text, they're like, "Hey, just so you know, like, we're not gonna give you a choice on vaccine day, so like, don't talk to us about it." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Just happy to be here. Great save."
Oh gosh. Oh nice. Oh, this guy's all over it. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Great stuff. Oh,
Oh,
I'm naively hoping, because the first one hit me pretty good. I'm naively hoping the second one is going to be like better, and maybe I'll be fine, but that's probably not the case.
Yeah, I mean, even the first one for me, the symptoms were like flu-like with a bad headache, but honestly, it was nothing. Like I just took some, like some Tylenol or whatever, and just like had a bit of a nap, and it was fine. Oh, I think this guy just lost connection.
We might have
Now's
a
our
chance.
Nice. Take the free goal. I think they both left.
Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's what they do. They're good, so they play until they're like gonna win, and then they quit the game so they don't rank up.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Honestly, it's a hustle I can kind of respect.
Maybe he was just like doing like the shutout challenge, and when we finally scored a goal against them, he was just like, "Oh well, challenge failed. Let's start a new one. Try another one."
Well, they demonstrated their supremacy, and then we get to rank up.
Yeah. I'll take the win, honestly.
Careful though, we're up against Fruit Noob now.
We're the Sup clan. Sup.
Yeah, we should not be, I think, going up against people that are doing those flips to hit the kickoff. Or maybe I'm just being whiny about it. But I'm like, this seems. Oh, never mind. They stink.
There we go. Sup.
Oh, sup with you?
Yeah, got him.
So I already told this to my chat, but I think you'll find this story like it has a Canadian angle to it. You know how like if you ever meet someone from the U.S. and they find out you're from Canada, they're like, "Oh, do you know my friend? I know a friend Jimmy. He lives in like Newfoundland. You live in Vancouver. You ever meet him?" And you're like, "No." But then sometimes you do know them. What the heck is going on, man? Like,
sorry, I'm just cracked right now. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Yeah,
I know.
You know what? I had the.
Oh, please, yeah.
Sorry, I had that exact same thing today. I had a new dishwasher delivered, and the guys who delivered the dishwasher were quite friendly, but like they're delivery guys, and they like set up the dishwasher and stuff. And they're like, because the Euro ended last night.
Yeah.
So that's like the topic of conversation for pretty much everybody here. So they turned up and they're like, yeah, we got your dishwasher, whatever, ready to deliver it. I was like, oh yeah, okay, great. And they're like, oh, did you watch the match last night? It's like, oh yeah, disappointing, right, and everything. And they're like, oh, we thought it was coming home and everything. I was like, yeah, okay. Hey, where's your accent from? I was like, oh, like from Canada. I'm like originally from Canada. And they're like, oh, Canada, eh? Do you know blah blah blah? Like it was some celebrity, but like it's somebody I've never heard of before. And I was like, no, not really. And they're like, oh yeah, there's lots of Canadian celebrities, eh? Like Shania Twain.
It's true.
Like, started going through the whole list. I was
How
like,
did they know?
Okay, well this is really great conversation. Thanks, but can you just install my dishwasher, please? Oh gosh.
My lord.
No, I can't.
Dude, I've done nothing.
Out of the way, but I couldn't.
I put no blame on you for that. I've done nothing this game.
Oh man.
But so on Sunday I was out for a walk. I got a slice of pizza. I know like 9 people in this entire city of 3 million people or whatever.
Right.
So I was eating this slice of pizza. I bit down hard enough that both of my wireless earbuds came out of my ear and just like clattered on the sidewalk. Kate, are you laughing at this? As I was picking them up, I looked up, and it was 2 of the 9 people that I know in this city. Kate's old university classmates, who also cat sit for us from time to time. And I was like, this is just hilarious. So I made conversation with them, even though I looked like I was picking stuff like trash up on the sidewalk. And then, by the way, immediately putting it back in my ear.
Nice.
So we had that conversation. Then I walked like half a block more, and I saw another guy that I knew. So I waved to him, and he looked at me like I was a freaking psycho. Because I realized I had a hat and sunglasses and a mask on, like the Unabomber. And then when I took my mask off, he was like, "Oh, that's who you are." And then again in the small world category, he was like, "Oh, that's so weird. I was just watching one of your videos this morning."
Nice.
And I was like, "Dude, this is like way too much of a
much
simulation breaking event."
It's too much scoring, right?
Oh,
I love
very
the
true.
I love the Unabomber look though. That's nice. Like just like imagine you like super sleuthing, just eating pizza like in a park with your baby. Nice. Do you ever take like do you ever take your daughter for like a you know like a walk and get pizza and then share the oh jeez I'm out of boost, sorry.
It's okay.
And then share the pizza with your daughter. I used to do that with my son all the time. Like it's a bit harder with two. Even though we kind of do it sometimes, but with my son, definitely, I did that a lot.
I don't
And
think
I hope
she's
that he
old
remembers.
enough yet. I think she's
hope-
she's still too young. Wait, how old
Yeah.
were they when you were giving them the pizza?
Oh, maybe like 2 or something.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit older, yeah.
Because she like she's going through like a refusal phase right now where she doesn't want to eat anything.
All right. No, it's understandable though. I mean, most food, when you taste it for the first time, it's got to be pretty gross, right? Like if all you're used to having is milk, just constant milk.
Yeah, we're weaning her off a little bit now, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame her really. Like, if you had like this one perfectly good food for your whole life, and now they're like, eat this stuff.
Yeah, and like most of it is, you know, like once you start trying to feed them vegetables and stuff,
Yeah.
forget it. Like they just don't want to know. Like even though I mean vegetables are kind of nice, but they take a while to get used to, I guess. you
Yeah,
know?
like 16 years maybe.
Yeah, maybe more.
Oh, great
Oh
save.
gosh. Usually I don't get those, by the way. Oh, that was a nice shot.
Oh.
I'm going in.
Uh-oh.
I'm going in. Oh gosh, shit.
I'm also going.
Nice. Oh.
Oh, lucky. I also like I don't know if I could handle like
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back.
we got a
Oh,
chance.
yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I don't know if I could handle if I like tried to give her some pizza and she didn't want it, because I think that would call like my paternity into question.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess she's not even a year yet, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, so
she's
it's
9
like
months.
it's like lots of like mushy food, right?
Oh,
like, I guess
the
you guys
mushiest.
just blend up. Yeah, yeah. Maybe pizza is like, I mean, unless it's just like maybe like a little piece.
That's what I.
Maybe just a tiny bit.
That's what I tell myself. I say that to my wife all the time. I'm like, does the baby want like just a little coffee?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of coffee. Oh, you got it. You.
here it is.
6
That's the
to
one.
3.
Gee, look out. We're putting these guys to bed.
Yeah,
Good night.
The sup clan.
Yeah.
This is where you say not much sup with you. Then left bracket winky face.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna
that's
think
good.
I'm from like Southeastern Europe or something like that. They're gonna be like, who does smileys like that?
They're gonna go full gamer mode now, you know, in the last minute. It was just like, oh, see what I mean?
No, that's not going in.
He got that past me.
Don't even worry about it. Look at that. Oops. Oops. Oops.
Whoops.
Oop. Okay, I missed it, but I was doing 12 things there.
All right, if these guys tried to move it up. Oh no, they got it.
Sorry, your body made a great shield.
Yeah.
Or no, his body. I don't know.
What?
I think you
that?
did. You did all you could there.
I thought I had it. I was sure I had it. Well, I don't know what it bounced off of.
Oh, like off his tail
one of
fin
those.
into the ceiling.
One of those. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jeez. Sure, I had that.
This guy uses special little flips and stuff like that. Thinks he's so cool. Good save. Wow, undefeated. It's
Yeah, we
just
got
that
this.
easy.
Oops, I missed.
Nope.
You got it. That was really nice. I love that.
Just, sometimes it's about the plays you don't make.
Yeah, true. So I watched the England match. I don't know if you heard much about it, but
I watched like the
they
first
lost.
15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then I I was telling Chad I went out for a walk right after that while the game was still on, and the only reason I knew what happened is a Ferrari went driving by me with an Italian flag hanging out the window,
of course,
honking
yeah.
as loud as it could.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It would have to be. Oh man, it was good. Like I like international
Yeah.
football, like the Euro, World Cup, and stuff like that. But like I don't watch like the Premier League or anything like that. So it's another. I was saying to chat this morning. It's like now I just got to wait another year to give a shit about football again.
At least like you're a casual fan, which is
Yeah.
sounds like an insult, but is actually like sensible.
Yeah.
Like I was reading
Yeah.
the story today on "Am I the Asshole?" the notorious subreddit, and it
Oh, yeah.
was a woman had appendicitis while she was on holiday, and they're in the
Right.
UK. So she had to have emergency surgery at a hospital that was like a couple hours away from where they live, and her husband went
Right.
home after the surgery so that he didn't have to stay in the hotel room. Like all fairly normal stuff so far.
Sure.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Then
Oh.
she was being discharged from the hotel on the same day that England was going to play against Denmark in the semifinals.
Right. Right.
And she
Oh,
suggested, because the husband is like really into football. I apologize for all the context. So this is the cliff notes, honestly. her fiance was really into football. So
Yeah.
she was like, I know it's like an 8-hour round trip drive when you pick me up, so let's just get a hotel room to watch the game. And he was like, nah, it's okay. Anyway, it took her too long to get discharged from the hospital.
Right.
He got mad and just drove home without her. And then
Jeez.
she was texting him throughout the game, being like, I assume, like, hey, what the hell? What, you just abandoned me at the hospital? And then he got mad at her and said, I'm so embarrassed that you texted me so much during the game. You really embarrassed me in front of my friends.
Jeez, really?
And I was like, that guy's got, he's got a
That's-
problem.
That's rough. Yeah, I mean, I don't
Oh,
know.
That's my bad.
Oh gosh. No,
He's
it's all right.
he's a little too into the game, a little too into football.
That's like dangerously kind of I don't know how you do that, right? Like I mean there's got to be a rational part of you that just sort of says, oops.
So sorry.
I mean it's an important game, like I guess, but like man, it's not that important, right? Like geez.
Yeah, your fiance's appendix exploded.
Yeah.
She needs you to pick her up from the hospital.
Yeah.
He did also
Oh, he's-
in the story. He asked if it was possible. Oh my God, not again.
Oh, you almost got that.
I got some rubber on this one. Look.
I'm like, I feel like if that was me, I mean, I don't know what your wife is like, and like I'm not saying that my wife is psychotic, but honestly, I think if I did that, it would just be like nothing would be said, and then one day I'd wake up in the morning and my penis would be cut off, like, what
Oh,
I mean?
I would have to leave because if I didn't leave, I might be harmed. I think.
Yeah. Like my wife would not put up with that at all. Like,
As
there's-
she shouldn't. I mean, that's
No,
just...
of course not. I mean, that's crazy, right? That's it. It's just nuts. Hey, check this out.
Hey. Actually, like I don't think I've ever told you this story, and I haven't told my own stream it either. But or in a couple of years at least. But my wife and I went to South Korea for the 2018 Winter Olympics.
Oh,
And
nice.
she's from South Korea, so it was kind of like we got
Right.
to double up a couple of trips on this. We went
yeah.
to the semi-final game in the men's hockey tournament
Oh,
between
nice.
Canada and Germany. And as a Canadian, you're going
Yeah,
up
of
against
course.
Germany in the semifinals. You're like, this is a pretty easy draw. We got lucky. This is going to be a blowout. Long story short, we lost.
Oh.
in, you know, like, I think we lost like 5-4 or something like that.
Wait, we lost. We actually lost. I say we, but I'm surprised Canada would lose at hockey. Like in the
It
Olympics,
was,
usually they dominate, right?
It was one of the Winter Olympics where they didn't have NHL players. So the
Oh.
NHL was still going on, and they could only take non-NHL players on the roster.
Oh,
So
it too early. Sorry.
it was a really, like, we had a bad team. But even still, we're like, well, the best German players are still in the NHL anyway. But
Yeah.
regardless, so the hockey arena was like an hour train trip outside of Seoul, which is where we were staying. So after the game, it's like, you know, 11 p.m. Everybody's demoralized, but we're on the train, and this couple, just the Canadian guy, and I'm assuming his Canadian girlfriend, having like a screaming argument on the train. In a
On the
culture,
train?
on a train, in the culture where people are supposed to be like quiet on transit to begin with, but then
Of course, yeah.
especially adding in that it's like a domestic situation, and then also also you know, as obvious tourists. So like there's the embarrassment, and then there's the cringe, and then there's the extra secondhand cringe of being like, these are obviously my countrymen.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, his girlfriend, he was obviously just plastered, but his girlfriend being like, you know, like, why are you like so upset? It's like just a hockey game. Like, we lost to Germany, so what? And he was like, I don't even want to repeat what he said, but let's just say he made a reference to like the Second World War.
Oh, no.
And was like, I don't care what those guys think of me anyway. And I was like, dude, you are a big piece of garbage.
That's it's unfortunate that people get like that about a sport, right? Like it's just
We lost a game of hockey. Like,
yeah, just enjoy the entertainment. This, like, you know, it's meant to just be a bit of fun. It doesn't need to be. Yeah, I have to bring Hitler up every time.
I know,
something doesn't
right?
Go your way. I mean, geez, like it's not.
it was 70 years ago, dude.
It's such a weird. It's such a weird thing, isn't it? Like when people get like that. Like a football team. It's nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah, it's just
You know, like
some guys born in like 1994 kicking around a ball.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I did forget to
here,
mention.
this is the one. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, so I could not get a piece of that. Sorry.
1994, more like 2002. I forgot that 1994 is actually kind of like a little older now.
94. Oh my god. Yeah, 94.
Wow, he really said, "What a save! What a save!" Rude.
That's how you said.
He did. He did
jeez.
say it.
Man.
And I will say, that's why whenever people are like, look at these, and it happened a lot this weekend, but they're like, look at these England fans. One of them has like his pants pulled down with a firecracker in his rectum, shooting it off. I was like, you can't judge the whole country based on. You shouldn't judge the normies just based on the assholes. There might be a difference, you know,
They exist
proportion.
right? Like,
Oh, yeah. And maybe, you know, because I live in Vancouver, everyone's always like, you know, oh, what are you going to do, riot?
yeah, God. Man, oh man. Yeah, and it's a weird one. Like, like, you know, like around like the Euro and stuff. Like a lot of my Canadian friends who have been watching it and stuff. Like I have a friend who's lived in Italy for some time. His wife is Italian, and he's, you know, they've had a son born in Italy, is Italian as well. So he was like, you know, yeah, go Italy. He was like really supporting them and stuff.
Yeah.
And my other friend from back home was just like hates Italy for some reason. I don't know why. Didn't want them to win, and just was like, but hates England as well. Didn't want England to win, but hated Italy more. So was cheering on for England very reluctantly, but just didn't want Italy to win.
Right.
And
Seems like a good use of your time.
The whole time I'm just sitting there like, how do you guys have time for any of this? Like, why do you care at all? Like, it seems weird, but like,
Gonna
man,
hate
they
watch
just,
an entire 90
yeah,
minute
they
game.
just invest so much in it. It's crazy. Yeah, hate watching, I guess, is the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I've ever actively hate watched was that series, The 100. That's it. That's all I can think of that I ever hate watched. And man,
I didn't see that one, but I always get it
oh,
confused. I get the 100, the leftovers, and the OA all confused. They all
oh, the
came out around
OA.
the same time. Wasn't there some kind of like post-apocalyptic?
Yeah. I mean, I like the setting worked for me. Like I kind of like the setting and like the story and stuff, but God, the actual execution of the story with the acting and like the sort of teen drama like
Oh
woven
yeah.
in between was not the best. And coupled with the fact that so like I don't know if you know the idea behind the show, but basically Earth becomes uninhabitable because it's like, really polluted and irradiated and stuff. And so they send a whole bunch of people up into space to live in a space station to keep the human race alive or whatever
Okay.
while they can't live on Earth, with the idea that eventually they go back down. And so one day they decide to send 100 people down to test the waters to see if it's habitable again or whatever.
Right.
And most of them are teenagers and stuff. And when they get down there, they find out that humans have been living down there, but they're kind of it's like a bit like Mad Max,
Ah.
right? It's like a post-apocalypse sort of thing. And these people are all very sort of they're dressed in garbage and they're all dirty and stuff. And then they have this really sort of almost orcish dialect sort of thing. And so one of the girls who lives on the space station falls in love with one of these guys and adopts this fucking horrible orcish accent that persists for the rest of the series, and it's just the fucking worst. Oh my God, I watched 6 seasons of that show and I hated every single episode and every minute I watched it, yet I kept watching it. It was
That is great.
unbelievable. It's unreal. Oh.
I'm almost the opposite to a fault. When I'm done
Right.
when the spell on something breaks, I'm usually just done forever. I watched probably 7 seasons of How I Met Your Mother, and there were 2 bad episodes in a row, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out, man. Life's too short.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. So, oh, you got this. Oh, that was beautiful. Holy crap. Jeez.
Oh yeah, Tarkov. I was under the spell of Tarkov. Then I got team killed 3 times in the same stream, and was
What, today?
No, 3 years ago.
Oh, back in the day, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
And I was like, this game sucks, and I don't even know if that's fair, but I was out either way.
Do you know, the thing with Tarkov is it's so difficult, and I don't think it sucks. I think the idea of it is really good, but I just feel I feel like there just needs to be some changes made to it before I'd really play it a lot more, you know?
Oh yeah. And it
I don't know,
it just swallows up and I get it, but it swallows up the whole stream.
Oh man.
There's
yeah.
nothing you can't just be oh, I'm just gonna play an hour of Tarkov. The
Yeah.
minimum requirement on that game is 3 hours.
Yeah. And you got to concentrate a lot too, right? You can't really just you can kind of dick around a bit, but it's not you're only I don't know, you only get frustrated, right? Cuz you kind of want to progress in that game. Oops, sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. I had no momentum.
Oh, here you go though. Oh no, he's got it. I got it. Oh.
That was really.
Oh no.
Oh! No! Come on!
Oh, did that? You saved that? That was in.
Look at
That was
that! Look at that
fully in.
wedge! Look at that
Oh,
wedge!
You know what? It went in a lot further on my screen. It was the ball turned black and everything on my screen. So I'm surprised it was saved. Oh, that was a great save.
No, these guys are good, but they got good sportsmanship. I don't mind losing the good sportsman.
Oh, I have no boost, fortunately. Whoops.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Hey, nice, nice.
Oh,
Oh, you got it
just
through.
a gentle. Oh, that was way harder than I wanted it
Oh
to be.
man, I was not in the position for that. Oh,
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly.
oh, this guy's gonna try to juke me out here. I won't let him.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, nice.
There's
Nice.
5 is all they get.
That's all we're giving them. That's all I'm prepared to put.
No! Oh, come on.
Oh no.
Every time. That was a great hit.
That was, yeah.
These
I mean, there's no
Smurfers.
denying. Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious.
Smurfs.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty much ready. But
Yeah.
yeah, as ready as you can be for a baby. I mean, you know how it is. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like knowing what you're getting into makes it a little bit easier to prepare.
yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, though, I think back, like, I think I have no long-term memory of, like, the first week of our daughter's existence. You're
No,
just
I
like,
know.
we drove to the hospital, and then they were like, okay, we're ready for you. And then, like, 20 minutes later, there was an individual, like a gooey little baby covered in fluid and blood. And they're like, do you want to hold her? And I'm like, yeah, but, like, can I get a towel? And then they're like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
go and like hang out on this bed. And then they like wheel you into a room where you're gonna live for like the next 2 days. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah. The whole experience is just a bit surreal, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Like, you kind of you when you finally leave the hospital, you're like, yeah, no problem. Like, you know, we kind of got used to doing all this stuff, and then you realize that there's not like anybody there to sort of like, you know,
Oh yeah.
quip in with like you know, a little comment here or there, or just like have your back, you know, if you need it, and there's nobody to like ask questions to anymore and stuff, and then you're just like, oh no.
Oh, I was telling chat like the first time, within the first couple of days that we were in the hospital, I'd called the nurse in like at least 7 or 8 times.
Oh, you do.
Because you're
like,
just like, they're like, hey, what's the problem? And you're like, I don't know, she's making like a weird noise and I think she might be choking to death. And then they're just like, okay, we'll be in a minute. And then they just like, you know, burp her and she just burps and she's fine. And you're
Just
like, oh, I
burps,
didn't know
yeah.
you could do that.
yeah.
I remember, because you're, especially I think your first kid, like you expect, you're so delicate, right? Because they are delicate.
Oh.
You're being gentle.
Well, yeah, they are super delicate, but you're also not confident, right?
Yeah.
Because you've never handled a little baby before, so that it's, you know, you're just like constantly crapping your pants every time. Oh shit, he's got to be burped again. No, no, like.
Yeah,
you
like
just,
they were teaching me
you
how
kind
to
of dread
burp.
having to handle them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were teaching me how to burp, and I was like, you know, they were not pleased with the way I was doing it, and they're like, no, just hit her on the back like she's a small drum. And I was like, are you
Yeah.
fucking insane? You want me to hit my baby
You gotta,
like?
you almost gotta like chokehold them from the front. And
Yeah.
then, like hit them on the back, and it just feels a bit like you get used to it. Like they are super resilient babies, really. But
Oh, yeah.
but like the first time around, you're not like in that headspace, right? Where you've got like the confidence and the know-how and stuff. So it's hard for sure. Oh, it's very close.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's so foreign.
It's chaos, right? Like it's just.
And then you're like, you're jealous of your wife because she gets to sleep in the hospital bed. You just got to sleep in this tiny little mat on the floor. And you're like, oh, can I share your bed? And she's like, no. And you're like, oh,
No,
come
there's no
on.
room. Oh, oh, that's nice. That was nice. It's really nice.
I'm like, oh, you don't know how lucky you have it, having this nice little bed that
I remember-
goes up and down. It reclines.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the first like with our first. I was in the hospital for like 12 hours a day. Like, you know, you'd go there and you'd be like, oh, there's constantly like something to do or whatever sort of thing. So like I'd go like early in the morning and I'd just like stay all day and then I'd just go home to like sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
because you know we had like no other responsibility outside of that. But then with the second one, I was like, I'd go in for like 5 minutes. Hey, how's it going?
Really?
All right, better go. Yeah, I gotta go back and like look after the other one, and like
Oh,
I just don't
that
want
makes
to be
sense,
here.
yeah.
It's hilarious. Like you just like the whole thing, the whole dynamic, everything just changes. Oh, I think that might go in, by the way. Oh yeah, yeah. No.
Wow!
Oh my God, they saved
What
it.
a
Yeah,
save.
that's unreal.
I'll hit him with that. What a save. Don't score for a second. It'll look sarcastic. Okay, now we're good.
Man. Yeah, so with the third one, you know, my wife is like, oh, we gotta make sure that the kids like can still go to school and everything, and so like I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, like maybe I'll just see you like when you get out of the hospital. I got too much to do.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't make it today. Just too busy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was there 24/7.
Oh, you gotta be at first. Right?
Yeah, I could have like gone home to sleep, I guess, but then like it's just chaos. Like they wake you up. At least they wake you up every 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, well, first off, they want you to nurse, which makes sense. So they want you to nurse every 4 hours. They wake you up. They're like giving your wife medicine and stuff like painkillers, and
Yeah.
you're like, man, come on, I'm trying to sleep.
It's not too bad over here. They don't really encourage like partners to stay in too long. Like they obviously will get like the midwives will get like the woman some rest and stuff. Like they can you know, sometimes they can take the baby off into like the little kind of like sleeping unit sort of thing, and feed them so that like the, you know, your wife can just like have a sleep or rest or eat or whatever. Like they're pretty good sort of thing, but yeah, no, I didn't stay 24/7. Like I didn't sleep at the hospital or anything.
I'm jealous.
It's too much.
It is like it's so. I get that it's hard for like, you know, the mother, but at least they're like doing stuff, you know.
Yeah.
We just got to sit around.
I had to come home and make sure that the car was working properly, and like, you know, like I had my own jobs to do. Like,
Yeah.
I could just be sitting in a hospital all day. Like, man, like adjust the car seat a whole bunch, and like
Someone's got to pay for the TV license, right?
Plan the route. Yeah, I had to pay the TV license. Like, man, holy crap! These guys like took our last game position, right?
Dude, I have had a really good game. I don't know what happened, but somehow it's all starting to click. I do have 807 points.
Wow.
I don't get to brag about being good at games too often. So
There you go. Look at this.
Oh,
They're just letting that one go in. They're giving up. Look. It's like this guy's having the game of his life. Look at, I've got 58 points. 974.
Perfect shot.
Oh my god. What a goal.
That would, no! I could have gotten to 1,000.
Look at me, striker, one shot on goal.
You did have 11 ball touches, though. I didn't
man,
know
man.
this game's that kind of game.
I'm glad it is. I love touching balls, that's for sure. Oh man, look at that guy. It's got a pretty high ping. Maybe that was something to do with it.
That's probably his problem.
I've done 6 of 10. 4 more games and I'll get a placement.
Dude, you're gonna be in platinum, I think.
No, there's no way. What are you? Gold? Platinum?
I'm plat 1 right now.
What, in doubles?
In doubles, yeah.
Right,
I mean,
nice.
like when you see shots like that, of course.
Yeah, well, like now it all makes sense. I can see why plat 1. I'm surprised actually. I thought that looked more like a plat 2 shot to me. So.
That was one of the best shots I've ever made, I think.
One of the greatest shots ever. Man. I watched a great series. Well, actually, I ended up binging through it. But it was a BBC one. I don't know if like you can access like British shows, but if you're ever looking for something really good to watch, which might not make a lot of sense to you because it's about a British prison.
Okay.
It's called Time. It's got Sean Bean in it. and a couple of other familiar faces, all like British actors and stuff. And it's about a man who uh, he's he's like has a couple of drinks and then drives home, but hits somebody and kills them, and ends up serving 4 years in jail for it. And it's
Okay.
just like it's like a 3 episode like mini series about his time in jail. But also there's like a prison guard who is being kind of like bribed by other prisoners because his son is also a prisoner, but like in a different jail. But they found out that his son is serving time in another jail, so they're threatening him. Like they're basically saying to him like, smuggle drugs in for us and stuff, or
Oh
else
yeah, okay.
your son's gonna get it, sort of thing. And so like he had, in the end, he kind of has to, sort of thing. It's not spoiling it too much. It was really good though. It's called Time. If you're ever interested in seeing it.
I might check that out. I don't know the 3 episodes though. It's like one of the longest British shows ever made.
It's like 3 hours. It's a very typical BBC move. Like all the Ricky Gervais shows, like The Office extras and stuff, like 6 episodes per season. Seems crazy.
I like
Not
a
a lot of-
6 episode season.
Yeah, I do too. I'm used to it because a lot of our shows are just like that. But
Or as you guys might call it, a 6 episode series.
series, yeah, season series. Oh, there you go.
Like every American sitcom is like 24 episodes a season.
Yeah, I know. Like
Yeah, I just don't
I noticed
believe
that with Parks and Recreation. I started watching, and I actually liked the first couple of seasons. But like the first season, I guess, was like kind of like a pilot season. So there's only like 8 episodes or something like that. And honestly, I thought that was fine. Like for the show, like
What a
that was beautiful, by the way. But then the subsequent seasons were all like 24 episodes long. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh my god. And it just, in the end, it just felt like 24 episodes of just the same fucking tired joke over and over and over.
Dude,
It's just
I don't know if you've watched Modern Family, but like that's how I felt about that. Like the first couple of seasons, they had it was kind of clever seeing the interactions of these people. Then it's
Yeah.
like when you're at like a Thanksgiving dinner for like 10 hours and you're just like looking for the opportunity to leave. Like you like the people, but you're like, just shut the fuck up. Like please.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with Modern Family. It's like there's been 178 episodes and I'm like, just shut up.
Yeah, I've seen like I think one episode of it. It's got Al Bundy in it, right?
It does
He's
have
like,
Al Bundy in it, yeah.
like the dad or something in it.
He is the oldest member of the Modern Family.
So was it that show, or is there was another show that everybody like a North American show that everybody was going crazy for at one point? But I
People
can't
did
remember the
love
name.
Modern Family, for
Modern
sure. For
Family
a couple of years, they were like, "This is the funniest show on TV," and it was pretty good for a while.
But was it just on normal TV? Like was it
Yeah.
just like on NBC or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's on ABC.
Oh right. Okay. So what, that would have been like the equivalent of like Friends back in the day? Like what, it was just on like on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock? Like
It was
or
more
something
like
like
it was
that?
kind of like The Wire and Oz mixed together, but like a little bit more hardcore.
Right, okay. But like in a family setting?
Yeah, it was like a hardcore like prison drama. Oh no, but in a family setting, yeah.
Right, okay. So like did anybody have to put a phone book under their sweater at any point?
There is an
avoid-
episode where Manny, who is he's Al Bundy's stepson, he's in like middle school at this time. He fashioned a makeshift knife out of a bar of soap, and
Right.
he used that to stab Luke. But Luke did have the phone book Kevlar on under his Oshkosh
That's good.
Bagosh
You gotta have
polo
that.
shirt. Yeah.
The most upsetting prison stabbing I've ever seen would have had to have been on Breaking Bad, right? Remember when they orchestrated that whole, or was it Better Call Saul actually? It was either Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, but
I think
remember
it's
they
on
had like
Breaking
this.
Bad, yeah.
it's like this series of like hyper stabbings in jail, like where a bunch of people had to go and they ordered like multiple hits
Yeah,
on
yeah.
people that were in the jail, and these guys just like like it was just the worst. It's really upsetting. Oh,
I was traumatized on Orange is the New Black when Red, you know, she loves being the chef in the kitchen.
oh
But
yeah,
then she
yeah.
gets disciplined by the head prison guard, even though they used to have a rapport. That was like not quite as bad as the stabbings, but
Look at this play by Jacuzzi Pete, by the way.
it's a great shot.
It's a great name too. And Orange is the New Black. We used to watch it, but it's weird because we were halfway through a season, and while we were watching it, my wife started having contractions. For
Oh, really?
Our second baby, yeah. And then like which progressed throughout like the evening until we went to the hospital, and then our daughter was born. And you know what? I have never watched this show since. Like it just completely, the whole experience just put me off. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm
Jeez,
done.
you better make sure change your Netflix password
Yeah,
tonight.
like every time. Yeah. Every time I'd watch that show, I would just think of my wife having contractions and stuff, and it's just I couldn't do it again, you know. Too traumatic.
What, are you too much of a pussy?
Yeah, big time, yeah. Just an incredible pussy. Ooh. I tried to redirect that, but
Oh, dude.
they were all
I mean,
over it,
hey,
and they
the-
boomed me. Well,
The boom was good for you though.
oh, you got it? Oh, nice.
Oh, I like the
That
redirect though.
Yeah, yeah, right off my butt.
Let's go!
Ooh, very nice. I want to try to watch some hockey like next hockey season because I guess it's all over now, right?
Yeah, you didn't miss much
It
in the
No, but it
finals.
should be easy enough to catch up with now, like with streaming and everything, right? Like,
Yeah, you think you'd be a Sens fan?
I don't know. Like, they're not very good, are they?
They're not
They were
good right now, but they got some young players. Like they're on the up and up.
They were good for a while, like back in 2000-ish. I think.
Oh yeah,
Really, like the last time I watched hockey.
yeah. They were. I
But-
mean, they were one win away from going to the Cup Finals only like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
But then they was kind of lucky to get there in the first place, and then they had
Right.
to tear it down and rebuild after that. But
Ooh, nice, nice, nice. They're hot on your tail here.
I don't know. He's trying to miss me, which is
Oh,
a little weird. But
I tried to help out a little bit there, but
they're not all that. Don't even worry about these guys, man.
oh, he got a piece of that though.
Ooh, I tried to be clever. I should have been good, but instead I was clever.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh my gosh.
I positioned
Jacuzzi
myself.
does it again.
I thought I was in between the ball and the goal, but not
This
quite.
is a great shot though. Look at that. Just the lineup and everything is crazy. Yeah, I need to find a new show to watch now. Like, well, especially with
no Euro.
I'll probably have a lot of time to watch.
Oh,
shows
yeah.
pretty soon, so.
Yeah, that's I got when we had our daughter. I finished both seasons of The Mandalorian, and then I got really into this show on A&E at 6 in the morning called Parking Wars.
Oh wow.
And it was just like the whole show was just people walking around being like, I have to give you a parking ticket, and then they'd be like, don't, and then that was that was the whole
Like,
show.
A parking ticket. Did I tell you guys that I got a parking ticket?
I don't
like
think so.
recently? Like maybe like 2 weeks ago? Oh, it was awful. And I hate parking tickets.
Did you deserve it?
Well, we forgot to pay, so yeah, we deserved it.
yeah.
But the thing is, the original fine was £45,
Okay.
which is like probably like 1,000 Canadian dollars.
I think it's probably like maybe $60, but that's okay.
No, it was £45, and they send you a letter to like your home address to say, you know, you didn't pay for your parking. You can pay £45 now, and if you fail to pay it in 2 weeks, it'll go up to £65.
They do that
So-
here too.
but we never got the letter. So the only letter we received was the angry letter, like 3 weeks later, where it's like, "You now owe us 65 pounds. You had your chance." So it was just kind of like, well, we never got the letter, and then we phoned like the department that deals with it. We're like, "Yeah, we never got the letter," and they're like, "Well, tough.
Wow.
Like, we're not helping you." So that was upsetting as well. So it was just straight up 65 pounds, which in Canadian dollars is probably like about $1 million. So we're pretty poor.
You could buy a house for that.
Yeah.
That does suck. We had the same thing happen once. Well, actually twice. But I parked in a parking lot for a bank that I am not a customer of, and then went to I went to a different store, and I was like, they'll never catch me. What, someone's watching this shit 24/7? I doubt it. Then when I came back, I had like a $80 ticket, and I was like, I got really indignant for a bit. I was like, I'm never gonna transfer all my accounts and stuff to this bank. And I was right on the verge of doing it for sure. I just was looking for the right, and then I just paid it because, like,
Oh,
I mean,
man.